right, well that was, I love GoPro, but that took like 15 minutes to set up. Should have just been like, oh, that was not cool. I mean, the camera wouldn't turn on. That was bad. The phone wasn't pushing out. The LTE signal, that was bad. Oh, there's no actual train. There's no museum either, except there's an art museum over there, but that opens a little bit later. But yeah, we're gonna go this way. Another side of Chico State. It's a only visit. It's a nice hour walk if I go the right way. It's a nice, beautiful Sunday morning. Going for a walk. Okay, I got where I'm going in my head. Here's the baseball stadium. This is where that search and rescue helicopter was landing, and I kid you not, it was so close. It was awesome. I'll show you exactly where it was. I'll have to show you again also in Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I guess that's the way to explain it. So basically, here's the field that was on. I was standing right here, right? And the helicopter was about right here. Literally, I was this far away from the helicopter. Oh, I swear, it was just so cool. And then another position where that dirt mound is, that's where it was also, right? And I was right here. It was perfect. Can't believe how perfect it was. Just, you know, that dirt mound, that's how close it was. And I'm like, whoa, you're kidding. How can I ever be that close and not get in trouble? Because usually in an airport, you know, they want you to be a little further away. But here, they didn't really care. Of course, they didn't want you to be like right up on the blades, because that's for the pilots. But you know, it was all good. So basically, we're almost there. Here comes the train tracks. You know what I could do? Unless there's a train that comes, I can go walk on the train tracks. I've done it before. It's only legal if you're a nimwit. But if you're just walking on through, there should be no problem. Should I go walk on the train tracks? Let's see. Because all I have to do is make it to... Okay, let's go. If I hear a train, I'm going to go down the hill. Legal? I mean, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, you're gonna get arrested for walking on the train tracks. It's more of a, hey, it's not safe if a train's coming by to walk on the train tracks. But if there's no trains coming and I'm not acting like a jackass, then I don't see why there's a problem. Much like going into a store live streaming. If I'm not gonna be a jackass, I'll be fine. Of course I wouldn't go on a train track when I heard the train horn going off. Of course. That would be ridiculous. But when it's all clear, I don't see why anyone would really care. Because all our cops are occupied right now anyways. So I wouldn't even get arrested. I would definitely get a stern talking to about train safety and how a train weighs, you know, 1,000,000 tons and a human only weighs, you know, 230 pounds. And how a train could go squish, squish. Yeah, I don't want that. That's a bad idea. But right now, should be fine. It's technically a shortcut. I could walk on the train tracks all the way to Durham, but just where would I walk when the train comes? Now, here's another thing to consider. If those lights up there, not the crossing lane lights, but there's lights up there that tells a train to slow down or go full speed. And if those lights were on, then I would know a train was coming. Not these railroad crossing lights. No. I'm talking about the lights that tell them to go faster or go slower. Those lights would tell me if the train's, you know, an hour away. Then I wouldn't. But let's see if I can show you what I mean. There's these lights facing of course these lights, if those lights are going, I'm not crossing the railroad. You're crazy. This is the workout center for Chico State. Wow, look at that. I'm sure. Wow. Look at that place. Hey, do you happen to know what this means? PG&E. We're almost to the train station. This train comes. Oh, it was like a diamond with different color numbers on it. Like a 4, 6, and 8 or something. I don't know what it means. But here we are. The train station. It comes at 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5, sometimes if you're lucky, 8 o'clock. But most of the time it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you gotta be here very early to catch the train. And it's really something. There's Depot Park over there. They used to be overrun by homeless people. All right, we made it. We made it to the train station. It's really not that far away. Train station. There is a train car here, and supposedly it's a coffee shop. I think it's on the other side. Huh. I wonder what that is. Wheelchair. Okay, cool. There's a homeless person right in front of me. Oh, look, there's Amtrak. Whoa, look at this train over here. It's a real train car. So here's the art museum, local art. Look at that, that's so cool. Yeah, so supposedly there's a coffee shop in there. Oh yeah, look. Coffee. Whoa. So you get your coffee and then you sit in the car train. What would make it so much better is if it was, you know, like a vibrating coffee house. So imagine 3 o'clock in the morning and a homeless person's chasing you or harassing you, and you call the cops, but the cops don't do anything because the homeless person isn't actually doing anything bad. You know what I mean? It's like they can't do anything. It's terrifying. Alright, now where? Let's see. Consignment store? No. Alright, you know what? Let's walk towards the park. That's a good idea. The park's not too far away. Although my stream might die before I get to the park, but we'll still go that way. I bet you the park is about 2 miles away. Not undoable. And then the park will go directly to my apartment. And then we're going by Frat Central. Oh, okay. Am I on 7th Avenue? No. Oh well. It looks like someone had a little bit of fun. Let's see, what are we on? 4th Street. Let's go look at Chico State downtown. Chico State downtown is a very, very localized downtown meant just for easy pickings for food and alcohol. It's not a very big downtown, but I call it a downtown. It's definitely College Central. Tacos Marie, of course. Fried with the apartments on top. Then we got pizza, convenience store, cafe. What is this? I-5? And then haircutting. Wow, okay, that's cool. That's kind of cool. I did not know this. Like, it's those hole-in-the-wall places where you're like, that's not gonna be good. It's in a college town. It's gonna be greasy and disgusting. And then you actually try it, and it's like, oh man, I am wrong. This is good. I just hope it stays in business, because that's one thing. Good if you're a good place, but if no one knows you, then no one's gonna eat there, and then the business is gonna go away. I'm honestly, in this side of town, I'm seeing a lot of food trucks. The food trucks are kicking some butt because, you know, they can go anywhere they want to. And if they lose their business license, they still have their kitchen. Which is really, really cool. These taco trucks. A lot of taco trucks here. There's like almost a taco truck every corner, relatively speaking. Now we're going to Bidwell Park, where it's said that Bidwell Park is comparable to New York, and their major park. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. And basically, so here's my saying. The whole Bidwell Park is 6 miles, right? And the walk I took in Los Angeles, that was about 8 miles. So I was like, huh, you know what? That makes sense. I'm only walking 2 miles more. And there's planes taking off all the time. So, you know, like, there's something to watch the whole time. So then I felt so much like less time. Squirrel. All right, we're going straight. No one's gonna hurt me because $12, $11, $10, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. Oh, that's cool. $65, $72 on my GoPro, $65 on my phone. Chamber of Commerce. These are some pretty cool houses. All right, let's see. We're almost to the park. Almost to the park. The park is to the left of us. I'm gonna go down a few more streets though. All right, one more street, and then we're going to Bidwell Park. This is a very nice neighborhood. That's not good. Hi. Here we are, Bidwell Park. Come on, come all to a very interesting park. A park where the internet says no one shall put a tent and sleep in it in the Bidwell Park, because that's illegal. And yet, here's all these homeless people, a lot of them who are breaking that law. Yet if I were to go, how long would it take for them to figure out that I'm doing it? Because I want to sleep in the Bidwell Park too. That'll be another walk. Uh-oh. I hear sirens. I smell food. I smell morning thunder. Oh, hi. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm gonna cross over here. Pretty much here's Bidwell Park for you. When it was raining a lot over here, the water was literally up to this fence. It was nuts. Like that bench over there was completely underwater. So like if you were on top of that bench, you could pretend like you're on a raft down a river. It's crazy. Yep. Okay, you know, I could just go over now. Go, my legs. So yeah, cool train station, and now heading back. Let's see, 63% on my GoPro, 54% on my iPhone. Such a beautiful morning. I know that guy. Deja Vu Graphics Company. His name is Christian. He's a really good guy. He's a businessman, of course, you know, like whatever comes with a businessman. He's got his ways, but overall he's a good man. He's a businessman. Much like myself, I tell people what I like, I tell people what I don't like, and if something I don't like happens, well, I let it be known. Whew. Yeah, these houses, okay, so let me tell you, they're not exactly a private residence, but it is pushed back to a single cul-de-sac, and it's almost like it's private. It's not a gated community, but it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere when you're over there. It's hard to explain. You're in your own little world over there. And they're not like bad houses, but they are high-end. Lots of space. Alright, we're gonna go look at a good old Bidwell mansion. And then maybe we'll go inside the building if there's something available. I'm trying to stay outside the whole boundary. You know, it just might end unexpectedly, because that's how it was yesterday. My GoPro literally died as soon as I got back to my apartment, which was an hour and 30 minutes, which is perfect. As long as it dies after the exciting parts, and then, you know, then I'll just go walk to the next place next time. It's been about 30 minutes. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I mean, you can go into that neighborhood, but I don't think anyone would like you going into that neighborhood over there. Alright, we're gonna go to Bidwell Mansion, cross the bridge, see if that building is unlocked, because it's much like a hotel. All right, here we go. We're crossing. We're gonna go see the burnt down Bidwell Mansion. Here comes some Chico State girls. Look at this, dude. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. This used to be a nice museum, but now look. It's all gone. It's really crazy, actually. Look at that. I remember walking by here on like a cockamamie live stream, and it was all fixed up. What a disaster. Jeez, right? Something about it just irks me. It's an ancient ruin now. Dang, but those bricks sure did good. Whoa, look at that tree. Oh my gosh. You know, this is actually a really cool spot. A treasure chest? Where? Oh, a treasure chest, a chunk in... Yeah, probably, but I don't think anyone's gonna want you to steal it. So check this out. A brand new spanking building. We'll have to walk in here next time if it's not open. But this was Druggy Central. and it just looks so beat up. And now people do weddings here, and it's really pretty. So basically, let me tell you a little. Let me tell you a little secret here. So basically, that children's park, that's Chico PD's jurisdiction. This red line, and a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, is Chico State jurisdiction. So back in the day, if you were smoking weed or illegal drugs here, people would be confused of whose jurisdiction this amphitheater is, Chico PD or Chico State, which that's how many people got their way with their drugs and didn't get in trouble. So it's like, over there is Chico PD, they're not in that area. Over here is Chico State, they're not in that area. Because it's considered, I guess, the state park, right? But how often is there a state park officer here? Not very often. So then they changed it to, this is all Chico State and Chico PD at the same time. So if anything happens, just call them both. This is so cool. This reminds me of like if you ever played like Halo, the drop ship for the bad guys. Look at this, look at this, look how cool this is. Oh, they left the lights on though. So like, look at that. That's so cool. Whoa. Is it open? Let's see. Nope. Nope. But I mean, seriously, like, look at that architecture. Totally like an airport. You know, honestly, like legit, just kind of reminds me of LAX a little bit. That's crazy. Just a little bit, because like, you know, like the bottom floor was your gate, and then on the top floor was, you know, shops, and then, you know, lofts and stuff for platinum business, you know, for your lounges. Look how cool that is. All right, let's go over this bridge. Oh yeah, tell me if you think this looks like a Halo game or a Star Wars game. It's like, this doesn't look too bad at all. Look at that. That's crazy. Looks so good. Got some redwoods here too. Look at all these. This is pretty cool. Some ceramic art from some friends of mine over at Chico State. I don't know them. I'm just saying. Oh, look. It's the snake. So I'm guessing this was cement. Huh. Interesting. There's the amphitheater, symphony theater for shows. All right, we'll go back this way. My GoPro has 52% left. My phone has 45% left. We have plenty of time. Creekside Coffee, whoa. So yeah, do we have an idea of what we want our song to be for the AVL? Because I made one on my own. I'll show you when I get home. And have you made one for yourself? So I imagine it's gonna be a three song album. It's gonna be my song, your song, and then a combination song for the third song. And it's gonna be a whole album dedicated to AVL. and then it'll be official, you know. So like when they listen to it, whoa. So when they listen to it, they'll have my song, your song, and a song that we made together. Just the inspiration for the song should be at the airport, planes taking off and landing, the feeling I have inside. Because yeah, that's basically, that's the idea. The song I made, it's a really simple song. I might need to fix a couple things, but I really like it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put voiceovers from them over the top of my music. Oh no, that too. That'd be good. No, that too. No, but I was also talking about music production help. You know, the basic, like, I don't know, nothing too existential. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So what I'm gonna need help with is the comment I'm gonna post. And how I introduce. I only have 50 characters if I do a $2 tip. 50 characters, and it stays up for like 10 seconds. So we need to figure out how I'm gonna advertise that I made the song without completely taking over their stream. And then, you know, I'll post the same thing over and over again until, you know, until he's like, stop posting, stop posting that. I've already heard that. And then, you know, then everyone will be like, oh my gosh, he's spamming. And then yeah, and then, you know, the timing, you know, when is there the most people? When is there the most people inside the stream? Or should I even like post a super sticker? Should I just be like in the chat saying, oh hey, I made a song for you, I put your voices on the top of it? I don't know. We're going back to the train tracks, but this time I'm not going to go on top of them. Oh, that water's going fast. No, well, no. Scared me. Water towers, just like the ones in Seattle. I mean, they're gonna be live today at 10, which is very soon. But I'm gonna work on the song, my song, and then see if I can't fix it. And then I'll upload it to YouTube for sure. Maybe I'll just share my YouTube and then unlist all my other videos, so it's like, whoa, cool. Ropes course. Oh, damn it. Yeah. It's a long walk. 37% on my phone, 45% on my GoPro. So yeah, music production is fun, especially when you know you're feeling a certain way and you want to feel the opposite way. Then you do some music and you feel so much better. That looks like a fort back there. Here's a good view of the baseball field. Chico State baseball field. We used to have a professional team here, Chico Heat, but no one wanted to come because it was too hot and Chico Heat wasn't that good. But hopefully they come back later, because I can tell you I had lots of fun at the baseball games when it was here, like, you know, 15 years ago. But now it's just Chico State, and I don't know, it's not the same. We need someone here like the Savannah Bananas, because that's fun. That is so much fun. This town would be perfect for the Savannah Bananas. A team like that, because it's not just baseball. It is baseball, 100% baseball. But it's not just baseball, it's a little bit of comedy. Scripted and unscripted comedy. And I'm like, I was watching Savannah Bananas and I was like, that is hilarious, because they're doing all that on purpose. They're being silly on purpose. The whole premise is silly baseball. And not only was it silly baseball, but those guys could hit. Holy moly. Not just like backyard baseball. I mean, they could hit it out of the park. And if not, they all make a joke out of it when they don't get their home run. So yeah, now it's just Chico State. No Savannah Bananas here. Or, you know, just call them the Chico Nuts or something. That's crazy. Whoa. That's a new building. That's cool. You know what? We can go out this way. I know how to get there. Let's go this way. All that money that people put into this school, and this is what they make. A Chico State softball field practice zone. If it's raining, if it's super hot, you can still practice. Dang. That is actually really cool. There's not much times where if it's way too hot outside or too cold or rainy that they cancel practice because of things like that. There's no way. Okay. After I get out this gate, I unfortunately have to end the stream for security reasons. But I'll be on Discord. Chico State Soccer is right over there. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. But it's time for me to close down. See you guys in the future. My nose is clogged.